Hey guys, you have Coach Israel Hughes here giving you guys tips on identifying defensive formations and coverage responsibilities of each zone. And the way we're going to do that is by establishing a 3-point pre-snap read routine. Disclaimer, is pre-snap, which means that the snap of the ball, things could change. We'll get into that in another video. Let's get to it. So establishing this 3-point pre-snap read routine, first thing we're going to do is identify the roof of the defense, which are the safeties. Look at their alignment. See how many safeties there are. We have 2 safeties, so that tells us they are either in cover 2 or in cover 4. For the sake of this video, we're going to say they're in cover 2, right? After we establish how many safeties there are, our roof, our next point of the 3-point is identifying the corners of the room. The corner in front of us, looking at the alignment of that corner, he's 5 yards off, a yard outside. We're going to look across the room at the alignment of the other corner, see if he match. Both of them matching. Right now, it's looking like a true cover 2. Which brings us to our 3rd point. Let's look at the backers, the outside backers. Look at their alignment. They align a yard inside of our slot guys, which is looking like, based on alignment, a true cover 2 coverage. So we didn't establish our 3-point pre-snap read routine, and we're going to get into the zones and the responsibilities of each guy. Let's get to the corner, the backers, and the safeties. Now obviously each square represents a zone, and I'm going to get into, let's get the labels. Corners are responsible for the flats in cover 2, both corners. Both outside backers are responsible for outside hook curls. Depends on the terminology of your coach. He may call them hooks, he may call them curls. It's the same thing. Exact same thing. Middle backer, he obviously has middle hook curls. Now, both of our safeties are responsible for deep. Nothing can get behind him. So he has half deep, he has half deep. This is a deep half. Half and a half give you a hole. So they're responsible for nothing getting deep, nothing getting behind him. So I'm going to jot down small X's that represents the small openings in the coverage, right? Small windows. As you see, in between the corner and the outside backer is a window. In between the outside backer and the middle backer is another window. In between the middle backer and the other outside backer is another window. Outside backer in the corner is another window. Now these squares right here represents the big openings, the big target areas in cover 2. Now, when you guys looking at this, I want you guys to think of different route concepts that you know works against these coverages that y'all ran or that you're familiar with. And while you're doing that, I'm going to jot some down. We have smash on this side, which is outside guy runs a hitch 5 to 7 yards, depends on how your coach coaches it. Inside guy runs a corner. On the front side, outside guy runs a go. Inside guy runs an out. And this back is run straight up middle of the field. Now I'm gonna go over this real quick. So when you're looking at this on this backside, we're focusing on the corner and what he does. If the corner plays more passive and he gets underneath this corner route, we're gonna hit it to our outside receiver on the hitch and make the outside backer and the cornerback come up and rally the tackle. But if the corner plays aggressive, of course we're gonna feed that corner route and put that ball in between the safety and the corner on the line. First down all day long. Now let's come on the front side of this coverage, right? Front side, now we know the cornerback and the outside backers are responsible for rerouting their guys. The cornerback job is to not let this receiver get outside of him. This outside linebacker is responsible for not letting this slot guy get inside of him. So of course he's gonna wiggle over here to try to create some type of contact with him. So the same with this corner here. So when this guy outside release, we aiming to hit him in this hole right here. But if that cornerback goes with this guy, we're going to feed this out route. Now, because this is zone, guys, we have a rule. In zone, you sit your routes down. Reason being is because this corner, if he doesn't go with this out route and he sits there and you running out and you catch it, you don't want to get bung bung. So when you run your out, you want to sit it. Don't even go that way. But because this outside backer has to reroute this slot guy, he's going to create room for this running back to come right on off of him to the middle of the field. Now, true cover 2, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys underneath and 2 guys deep. I hope you guys take this in, identify some of these routes, understand this coverage, understand the weaknesses in there, so we can always stay open and never be covered, baby. Touch.